So I wanted to check in and see how your long weekend went.
Well, we didn't really do anything, but we went to the Goodwill.
Oh, so all weekend you did nothing? You just sat there?
Maybe I played a little bit.
Maybe you played a little bit. So sometimes we think that we didn't do anything, but really we did something. But it just might not have been something exciting, right? Okay. So your teacher said that you were having a rough time this morning, and we were going to talk about that, okay? Remember last time we met, we talked about the red light and the stoplight? And do you remember what we said about the cars? When you drive in your pink car in the neighborhood, what are the two places you like to go in your car?
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
And I can't remember.
Walmart. Remember you wanted to go to Walmart. So in your little pink car in the neighborhood, you have to put what in your car?
I have to put happiness.
Happiness, right? That's the only way your car is going to go anywhere. So remember last time we talked about the green light, yellow light, and red light. What does the green light mean? So let's see if we can find the green light. Can we find the green light? All right. Oh, that wasn't the green light, was it? All right, so we have the green light. What does the green light mean?
The green light means happy thoughts.
Okay, so your green light is happy thoughts, right? And are you driving in your car? Are you allowed to get places on your happy thoughts?
Yes.
So you're moving around, going places, right? And so when we get to a yellow light, what's that mean?
Warning.
Warning. And what does it warn us of?
It warns us that the bad thoughts are coming and you need to get ready.
Okay, you got to get ready because the bad thoughts are on their way, right? And we don't want the bad thoughts, right? And so what happens when a bad thought comes?
When a bad thought comes, it's when you just stop because your car doesn't go because it doesn't have any happiness.
Okay, so your car is stuck. And can we get to Walmart and Chick-fil-A if we're stuck at a light?
No.
So if we're stuck on red, do we stay at a red light for a little while or all day?
For a little while.
A little while, because you can't get anywhere if you're stuck on bad thoughts all day, right?
Yes.
And so that's when we have the warning. Do you think we can get the warning to go? I did it earlier. Let's see. You like that, right?
Yes.
But we don't want to be stuck on that, right? What do we want it to go back to?
Green.
Green. So every time you have a bad thought, we have to change our bad thoughts into what?
You have to change them into good thoughts.
Good thoughts. So we go on green, we're driving around, we're having happy, we're having a good time, we're going to Chick-fil-A and Walmart. Then the yellow light comes, what happens? When the yellow light comes.
It's a warning. It's a warning, like when your car is gonna break down and have a bad thought.
Okay, and then we don't want to get to the red. So remember last time we did our colors, right?
Yes.
So do you want to do our colors again?
Yes.
All right, so we have our green, which are our happy thoughts, okay? And we have our red, and what else we need? Our yellow, okay? So how about if you color the green and talk about what are some of your happy thoughts that you have?
One of my happy thoughts is that I'm queen of the world.
Queen of the world. What does that look like?
It's where everything is pink and there's no such thing as gray or any dark color except purple.
Oh, so everything's pink and purple and it's beautiful and fun. All right, where are you at when you're in the Queen? Where would you be?
La La Land.
La La Land? All right. Do you go to La La Land very often?
Yes.
Where can you go to La La Land at?
When I have happy thoughts and when I'm sleeping.
Okay, when you're sleeping, you can go to La La Land. So if you're at school, and today you were having not so good thoughts, right?
Yes.
And so how can you get to La La Land when you're at school?
I could try to stay calm and try to stay on the green light and not go all the way up to red light.
Okay.
I can try to see if I can just keep having happy thoughts until I get to La La Land.
Okay. So now you're done with green thoughts. And so this morning, we started having a warning. So tell me what happened in class when you were standing in the hallway and you started having warning. What were the warning signs?
The warning sign was that I was talking a lot,
Okay.
and I didn't really mean to be talking a lot. And then I took my sweater, I put it around my neck.
Okay, so the warning inside your head was that you were talking a lot, and so that kind of gave you an idea that the bad thoughts were coming?
Yes.
Okay, so the bad thoughts didn't come until what?
Until I started choking myself.
Okay, so now we're out of the warning because we had the warning, which is starting to talk a lot and realizing that things weren't going well. Now comes the bad thoughts. So when you started choking yourself with the sweater, what were you thinking about then?
I was thinking about what would happen if I kept on doing it.
Okay, so you were wondering what would happen if you kept doing it?
Yes.
What else were you thinking?
I was thinking, is this the right thing to do?
Okay, so you started thinking, is this the right thing to do? So in the past, you would have stayed on red for a really long time, right?
Yes.
So what made you, what happened so that you could get back to happy thoughts?
I tried to,
Did you let the teacher know?
yes,
Okay, so what did the teacher do?
she came to you.
Okay, so you know that when you're having bad thoughts here at school, one of the things that you can do in our plan is that you can always leave the classroom and come talk to me, right, in the counseling office. So did the teacher remind you to do that, or did you ask for yourself?
She reminded me to do that.
Okay, so now that we're in third grade, sometimes we may not have somebody to remind us all the time, right? So how can we, on your own, because right now, you said that your happy thoughts were La La Land, and you have good thoughts, right?
Yeah.
And this morning, when you were in line, you said that you started talking a lot when you weren't supposed to, right?
Yes.
And then somehow, how did it get from talking a lot to wanting to put a sweater around your neck?
I don't know.
You're not sure?
Not sure.
So that's something that we need to work on, figuring out how that happened,
Yes.
right? Because we don't want to go that bad, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because bad thoughts in the past always used to be like, oh, I don't think I'm going to do well on this test, or I don't understand it. It was never, let me put something around my neck, right? So remember what I talked about, what my job is to keep you what?
Safe.
And so if my job is to keep you safe, if you're trying to hurt yourself, what do I have to do?
Tell someone.
I have to tell someone, and who do I need to tell? Do you remember? Do I need to tell, the nurse, the secretary?
No.
Do I need to tell the garbage man?
No.
Who do you think the best person to tell would be?
My parents.
Your parents, right? Because why would it be important for me to talk to your parents about this?
That's the way to help me calm down.
And plus, they want you to stay safe too, right?
Yeah.
And my job is to keep you safe. And I wouldn't be like, oh, it doesn't matter, you can hurt yourself. Because I don't want you to hurt yourself, right? Ever. Okay. Would it be all right if I talked to your parents?
Yes.
Okay. So, but first of all, we have to figure out what's going on so you can stay on happy thoughts, right?
Yeah.
So today, you went all the way from La La Land, good thoughts, to talking in line, to putting a sweater around your neck wanting to hurt you, right? Does that seem like what you want to happen at school?
Oh.
No, because we want to stay on happy thoughts at school. So, did something happen this morning or at home? How are you feeling when you came to school this morning?
Grumpy.
You were grumpy?
Yes.
Okay, so could that have been a warning sign that you were grumpy?
Yes.
Okay, how do you know when you're grumpy?
Because I'm really mad and I don't really talk that much.
Okay, so if you're really mad, so a warning sign might be you're mad, or you don't talk. What could else be a warning sign to let you know that that bad thoughts might be starting?
I start to say things to my brother that's not very nice.
Okay, so you say, well, even at school, sometimes you say things to your classmates, right? So you say mean things
Yes.
to people? Okay. Well, let's work on those, okay? And then your bad thoughts, because these are your warning signs. So these are the things that you do that say, hey, I'm gonna have some bad thoughts coming, right? So what, when you have your warning signs, instead of going to bad thoughts, we want to go back to happy thoughts, right? So what are some things before when you see the warning signs coming up, such as you are mad, you don't talk much, or say mean things, instead of going all the way up here, we don't want to go there, right? We don't want to go up there. We want to go back. So what are some things that you can do to make yourself go back when you're warning versus going up?
I could try to see if I can keep everything in my mind and not say bad things to my friends.
Okay, so you can practice your self-control.
Yes.
How about in your desk? Remember the things that we came up with in your desk, in your folder?
Yes.
Could you pull out your folder and do some of your activities?
Yes.
And you can also, instead of waiting till you have really bad thoughts, you can say, I need to go talk to Miss Buckets. So you can talk to anyone. You can talk to your teacher. You can talk to me. So what we're going to do this week is we're going to practice being happy, right? Because that gets us places, right?
Yes.
And then when we feel the warning signs, such as you are mad, you don't talk much, and you start saying mean things, that's your warning to make it go back to happy thoughts. So you have to do something when you're feeling those warning signs to move back to happy instead of letting it go to bad. Do you think you can try that?
Yes.
Okay. Are there any questions about this? All right. I'm going to make a copy of this and I'll put it in your folder so you'll have it at your desk as well, okay? All right, so we will go that, and I will definitely talk to your mom or dad today about it, okay? And let them know as well. So if there aren't any questions, you ready to go back to class? Okay, we'll see you next time, okay? Thank you.